there? Yes, I'm Akazi, the project maestro. It's great to have you once again. I trust you are doing great. Yes, so a controversial question. Who should be the first consultant you should talk to when you want to embark on a project? Is it the architect? Is it the quantity surveyor? Is it the engineer? Is it the builder? Who should you speak to when you want to start a project? Sometimes this question has come up and has been controversial in a number of circles. So I said that I need to speak about it and discuss it. Yes, discuss it. So what do you think? Who do you think should be the first person to engage when a client wants to start a project? Please, can you go to the comment section and let me know what you think, irrespective of what I say here. Let me know what you think. Yeah. So now the question is, what do I think? Who should be the first person? For me, the quantity surveyor should be the first consultant you should speak to, and I'm going to let you know why. Yes, why? Because the quantity surveyor is a specialist in construction costs. The quantity surveyor is knowledgeable enough, to be able to give you an idea of what your budget for a proposed project should be. When a client wants to start a project, and the client comes up maybe to a quantity surveyor and says, or meets a quantity surveyor and says, I want to construct a hotel, I want to construct a warehouse, I want to construct a school, I want to construct an office building, or I want to build an estate. Maybe he's a property developer or something like that. And he tells the quantity surveyor that, look, I have X amount of money. I have X millions of naira, of dollars, or whatever it is, whatever currency. Tells the quantity surveyor, this is how much I have for this project that I have in mind. The quantity surveyor is knowledgeable enough there and then to tell that client, based on his experience, based on his expertise, based on current market prices, current industry rates, the quantity surveyor is knowledgeable enough to tell that client that, look, this figure that you say you have as a budget, just a plain budget for this project, it is going to work or it's not going to work. It is adequate or it's inadequate. The quantity surveyor is able to tell the client that. The quantity surveyor is able to tell the client that, and is able to tell the client, okay, this project that you want to, that you say you want to embark on, the figure you have, the budget you have is enough, or you need to go seek for more funds. So the quantity surveyor is able to tell the client about what such details. So to me, I feel that for that reason alone, I'm going to mention some other, but for that reason alone, the quantity surveyor is what the first person that that the client should go to, not the architect, because the architect knows about design, he's going to do his design, you understand, but he doesn't know about the cost. In fact, what happens a lot of times is that architects when a client walks up to an architect and say, gives the architect his or her idea, "Oh, this is the concept I want to build this, I want to build that." Those architects go to QSs, to quantity surveyors, and go and ask them, how much do you think with this? Just give me a fair idea. How much do you think this project will cost? That's what they do. The architect on his own cannot determine how much a project will cost as at today. They can't. They will go to the quantity surveyor. So if you as a client, you want to start a project, it is good. I feel it's wisdom for you to go to a quantity surveyor first to ask, because the architect you might want to go to is going to ask the quantity surveyor. So why not go to the quantity surveyor directly and ask the quantity surveyor how much, this is the kind of project I want to execute. This is my budget. The quantity surveyor will be able to tell you, okay, this your budget is adequate, or you, sir, you need to go look for more money. Yes, the quantity surveyor is able to do that. Yes. Yes. Also, why do you need to engage a quantity surveyor first on your project? The quantity surveyor is able to, guide you in coming up. Is able to guide your architect in coming up with a what we call a preliminary budget estimate, or a project budget. You understand? A preliminary project budget, which this will help your architect to come up with a design that will be within budgets. Let me take it again. The Quantity Surveyor is able to come up with a preliminary project budget or estimate, which will help your architect in coming up with a design that will be within what your budget. A lot of times what happens is that architects, nice people, God bless them, they like to wow their what clients. They like to wow their clients. So they will go when the client says, "Oh, I want to be the hotel." They go and look for one fantastic design, bring out a fantastic design, and say, "Oh, this is the hotel." The client is saying, "Oh, wow, so nice, so nice." But when they engage the quantity surveyor to determine the cost, and the quantity surveyor brings out, says, "Okay, this design is going to cost X amount." A lot of times, that amount will be far above the client's budget. And so what happens? Oh, the next step will be to the architect will go back and go review that design downwards, review, take out some things so that they can meet upwards with the client's budget. But if the quantity surveyor was engaged well ahead of time, if you speak to a quantity surveyor ahead of time, the quantity surveyor is able to come up with that project budget or estimate that will help the architect uh, make a design or prepare a design that will wow you, but be what within what your project budget. We call this what design to cost method of what project cost planning, and it's a good way of what cost planning. We call it design to cost. When you do a design to a particular budget, this is our budget. Architect do this design what to this particular budget. That's the best way of cost planning. So it's good for you to what to engage the quantity surveyor what on. I mean, it's good for you to speak. It's good for you as a client to speak to what the quantity surveyor first what in your project, so that they can help you what in this regard. So as you may be aware, in construction, costs and by extension funding are major determinants of the success or failure of a project. So thus, if your architect, if for take for example, you engage with your architect first. Your architect goes ahead and does a wow, fantastic design and comes up with the best design in the world. And then eventually, when you decide to determine the project cost, you engage the quantity surveyor. Okay, quantity surveyor, come and determine the cost of this design that my wonderful architect has done. If eventually the cost comes up as a fraction of what your estimated what budget or your budget, then that design that wowed you, is dead on arrival. It will never see the light of the day because you don't have what the amount of money that is required to achieve that particular design. So what happens? The architect will have to go backward and go revise his design again. So thus, engaging the quantity surveyor first on your project will give you insights into what is possible, and otherwise based on what the funds that you have available for your project. That's why I believe that it is important, or it is good, it is wisdom to engage the quantity surveyor first on your project. It's important. It's important. So I must say that engaging a quantity surveyor on your project, it will never and can never be what a bad decision. So I want to encourage you to be wise. To be wise. I'm not saying this because I'm not saying this because I'm a quantity surveyor, but I'm just stating a fact. Of course, if you dispute what I've said, can you put it in the comment section? So, are you planning to start a project very soon, or in the future? Feel free to book a free discovery call with me. Let's talk about your project, and we'll see how we can help you achieve successful projects. So, till my next video, I wish you success on your projects. Stay blessed and peace out.